How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome speaking, and welcome back to the fifth and final match of my Aspiring Championship Series 2, brought to you by Moosey and Lionheart. So as I said, this was my last match, 5, and again playing as Bretonnia. You weren't allowed to change faction, but what you were allowed to do is have a wild card. So this is what this was. The last match I decided to go for a wild card because I forgot to mention in the other video, you was actually able to see what the opponent were bringing into the battle, and his army was just absolutely anti-Bretonnia, completely anti-Bretonnia in terms of my build. So I went for a wild card, so he wouldn't know what I was doing, and I went for a smaller elite army of battle pilgrims and foot squires, who were anti-infantry and damage dealers, and shielded in frenzy. Also went for just some normal units of peasant bowmans, a paladin, and the Damsel of Life, of course. And then on the left flank, I went for 2 units of questing knights who were also anti-infantry. And then I went for the Royal Pegasus Knights with a Lord with a Hippogriff. So Royal Pegasus Knights are armoured, shielded, living saints, anti-large, and they're very fast. So just heavier shielded versions of their Pegasus brothers. As I said, he wildcarded as well, so I can't remember what his original army was, but he went for 2 units of gyrocopters with brimstone guns, a unit of ranger, he's got some grudge throwers, the dwarf warriors, longbeards, 2 units of slayers, 2 units of thunderers, and some iron breakers. So I think he was expecting me to bring more flying units than I did, with the brimstone guns and the brimstone guns and the slayers and things like that. So go ahead and start this battle. So he's Vanguard deployed his Rangers, so he's able to start shooting at me straight away. My peasants were able to hit him as well. Idea was to send these guys around the flank, straight up. Went for his gyrocopters. Surprised he went for gyrocopters, not the gyro bombers. You'll see in a second. This guy's going to get absolutely wrecked against the flying units. I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve there. If I would have seen that coming towards me, I would have just ran. I got back into his thunderer range, and I kept these guys hidden because I saw him bringing these rounds. I waited until they were committed so I could actually send my units around the flank, because the idea was to get all the way around here. It's a bit of a long run, so I had to rely on my units to hold and then just start pushing into their rears. But with the slightly better units I had, I wasn't worried. You can see I sent a unit of Royal Pegasus Knights to close these guys down as these guys have rallied. I probably should have chased it off with my leader. And you see here comes the initial charge. So Royal Pegasus Knights changed targets last minute. Not sure why I sent them into the Slayers. It's a bit of a stupid idea on my part, but you know, that's what happens. So these are iron breakers, of course, and also they had the Equine Miners as well. So the blasting charges were causing a bit of havoc. Not sure why I sent them against Slayers. It was a bit stupid. But you can see now, all I had to do was hold for about 20 seconds, get my cavalry into position, and then all my problems were solved after that. Because these thunderers, again, they tear through armor units, armor piercing units. So against my infantry I had, they absolutely destroyed. But that's okay. You can see here they come now. They're starting to get into formation. They don't have the lance ability. They do like the cheaper versions. You know, about 500 gold cheaper. There's a beautiful charge in all the way down the line of thunderers, get absolutely wrecked. And these guys here, because I hit them at the side, they go all the way down the line again. And before his corridors could get turning over, I sent my lord in. So I was very proud of my micromanagement at this point. I managed to get all 3 of them hitting at exactly the same time, and then his range units absolutely got wrecked. So my left flank did fall, but my right flank was holding. So again, it's just a waiting game, a holding game. As soon as I was able to free up all these units, I was able to get round here. You see, got brimstone guns shooting at my archers. Not sure why at this point he didn't send the unit over to take these guys out. If he would have sent these miners here and got round here, I could have intercepted them there, but it wouldn't have done much. And here come the Questing Knights. He tried to stop the charge, but he didn't get in place. trying to save my my damsel here. Got my flying death squad causing havoc for one of these range units, and the questing knights now being freed up, and they're going to start smashing into the back of here. So let's just sit here and watch. We've only got a minute left of this battle, and here we go. So I've got questing knights coming in, I've got my Pegasus knights coming in, and then these dwarf warriors just going to get absolutely wrecked. So there's a bit of a turntable, should we say? Like my left flank dropped, but so did his. And then the centre is sort of just a slogging match between a paladin and his rune lord, with my foot squires getting involved there. So these are found like the great swords versions, but they are great swords, so they're the equivalent of great swords from Empire. Very good. You can see I managed to rout his units here on the left. His range units did come back, but at this point I don't really got much to worry about. I just sent my cavalry back in to charge, and I managed to dodge a lot of his bullets there with my flying units as they dived back down to get into battle. So yeah, it was a good little fight. That it was close, but very enjoyable. Right, so there we go. So lost 404. He lost 552. I think if I went for Bretonnia again, I probably would go for an army similar to this, with the more elite units. I think it would go a lot better for me. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the next Bretonnia. If you've got an idea what I should play with next, let me know. Because Bretonnia was new out, there was like 10 Bretonnian players, so it was interesting. But yeah, it was quite fun, and a lot of his units didn't really do much damage. His Longbeards and Slayers did the most. I think that's because I flew my bloody Pegasus Knights into him stupidly. But my cavalry did exactly what I wanted them to do, almost over 200 kills between them. Beautiful. These guys got none. Not sure what these guys were trying to do. But yeah. So again, I hope you like that, guys. I'll put all the links and descriptions of the rules and everything into the description box below, so you can check everything out. So again, thanks for watching. Let me know if you liked my choice of army, or what you didn't like about it, and then we can go from there. This is Bob Combs, signing out.